is in fact ours. What is going on, everybody? I'm Alex Hunter, this is HP Builds, and welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, we are not in our typical stomping grounds. We are actually out at the house, and the reason we're out at the house is because it is now technically ours. We now own it. We moved in, let's see, a week and a half ago or so, and the past 2 weeks with, of course, packing to get ready to come here, then getting here, then moving everything in. Well, then we couldn't have made a video because I was busting my butt trying to get the car ready. We've actually had the car here. We've been working on it. It's got a few things that have been done to it in the past few weeks, but pretty basic stuff. I'll put that in the next video, which is gonna be tomorrow, because we have a test and tune tomorrow at NCM, and then we have a actual points event with Tennessee Region at the fairgrounds in Lebanon this weekend. So busy weekend of racing. And before I started that, I said, you know what, I've got some time here before I get the car out and wash it and wash the truck and wash the trailer. I said, I need to get back to you guys because it has been a long time since you guys have seen this house. I don't know how many weeks. I'm guessing, oh gosh, gotta go back and look. I think it's like 4 or 5 weeks, maybe even longer than that. And that is because after my last video, things started progressing. I started getting a little encouraged that, hey, you know, everything was going to start happening. And then the sky fell. We had rain after rain after rain, and it slowed everything down. But we'll jump around back. That's where the biggest thing is, outside. I've got to do some seeding today. I've got 80 pounds of seed in the garage that has to be spread all over this field, because that side of the house is gonna have a lot more grade work go on. I'm actually renting a skid steer next weekend if I can, maybe the weekend after that. But we've already built a nice little fire pit back here. Nothing too serious, but our deck was also put in. Obviously, to have us be able to move in, the deck was put in, but we've got the grill. We've even got us a nice picnic table. But the deck came out really, really nice. Huge 12 by 14 deck. Could not ask for a bigger deck, especially being this high off the ground. Any bigger than that, gosh, I don't even want to know. But our plans are, this is going to be a nice patio. We're gonna lay pavers down, and we won't go further than the deck, but back to the house and maybe 10 feet away from the steps, we'll be putting a nice patio down there, moving the grill down there. That way we can have a lot of outside entertaining areas. But other than that, like I said, grade work out here, we've got a ton of it. So obviously where the septic was, that got touched. Obviously right around the house, that earth got touched. But this whole corner all the way down here, none of that got touched. And we have to come back in and kind of level this up. We've got a few high spots, and I need to take those high spots and put them over here, because as I walk this way, you guys will clearly see what I'm fighting. One, we're fighting very, very soft dirt and a lot of rain, so it's very soft and very muddy, but it's very uneven here. So we are pretty steep coming off the house, then we flatten out, then we go back up a little bit, and then we go out to where the trailer's aiming right now. That's actually a second entrance for this yard, but look at this. Now, I pulled this trailer up here yesterday to get the Mustang in, and this is the truck. This is not the trailer, this is the truck that did this. I mean, I knew my truck was heavy, but goodness gracious. So now, before I seed, I've got to get the truck up here, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna hook it hard right and just go across the field and back it back in here, because I can't keep doing this. Ashley come in yesterday and she's like, what in the world did you do? I did it. That's what I did. I completely went off-roading right in my side yard. But other than that, all the stuff is in the house. I mean, we literally have everything inside. So obviously the garage is nothing serious. It's just tools and my junk. But would you like to see inside? Yeah? Tell you what, I'll take you in, but you gotta bear with us. We obviously jumped right into the car as soon as we moved here. So there's still boxes, there's still things left untouched, and it's bothering Ashley, but like I told her, it's expected in a new house, right? It's expected to be a mess for at least a month. So I've got another 2.5 weeks that I can hang TVs and hang her pictures up and all that. And then she can start getting bothered that things aren't done, right? I think so. So let's go inside and I'll show you what we've got, because it is actually very pretty. All right, so inside, as you can see, don't mind the straw because it's clearly a mess outside, but we've got our floors in. Gorgeous, gorgeous color. Ashley was very worried about this color because we had 2 options, and it turned out really, really great. She picked the right option. It is called Hawksbill or something like that. I don't know. But very pretty, nice brown color with some gray in it. Really goes well with her walls. But like I said, don't mind the mess, because it is still a mess in here. But we've got one bathroom all finished for the most part. Got to hang a few things. But then we've got the guest bedroom made minus a TV. That is literally all this room needs. Well, I take it back. TV and a couple end tables for everybody to put their phones and things like that. And then Ashley's office, well, she's been helping me. She's been cooking and doing other stuff around the house. Her office is a cluster as well. Got her a nice 8-foot table. She's got another 4-foot table for when she's doing all her stickers and all that, which I hope in the next few weeks she really gets back on that, because, well, we're a few stickers short on the trailer. But yeah, I mean, we are moving in and things are going well. But check this out. So upstairs, this is the room Ashley says is my room. Now all this stuff right here, that is all stuff that goes in the attic. So I've got to put the shelf in. I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but this entire wall gets to be shelving on the other side. So we are going to be able to have tons of storage in the attic. But my man cave, as Ashley likes to call it, is, well, it's not done. We're missing a projector screen. We've got the projector right there. We've got the sim already hooked up. And other than getting the attic stuff in the attic, and this is Ashley's table for down there, and getting the pool table, yes, you heard that right, pool table, getting that up here, this room is almost done. I really think me need about a full day's worth of work, maybe an afternoon worth of work, but the pool table, I'm gonna have to hire somebody, because there ain't no way I'm getting that pool table up here. And I got to get a new felt for it. It was given to us by a friend of ours, and it was free, so can't ask for much more. But other than that, let's go downstairs where you guys can see just how pretty our furniture is. Another thing Ashley was really, really nervous about was her dining room table. So her dining room table, we fought to find a table that was, 1, worth the money you were spending, and 2, was sturdy enough that it wasn't flimsy and flopping all over the place. And when she found it, she was like, well, I want to do this gray stain. I want it to match the floor. Well, she was really, really nervous that it wasn't going to match this floor, especially after she saw the floor go in. And I must say, it looks phenomenal. So check this out. So this was built in Greenbrier, not too far from here. It is actually a gray stain, but I talked to the guy that actually built it, and he was actually the one that delivered it. And he said that, yeah, it's a gray stain, but it's got a hue of brown in it, because he runs into this type of floor or something very similar quite often. And he said that the true gray just would look terrible. So very nice guy, but you could, like, I don't know, you could park like a truck on this thing. I was really impressed for what we paid. A lot of the things we looked at with this bench, you couldn't nest the bench, and engineering brain here, that gave me headaches, that who would build a table that you can't put the bench under? I don't know. But other than that, check it out. We got our countertops in, our island is all finished, minus a plug. They actually shipped the wrong color plug. So he was like, well, do you want me to fight getting that and take it all back apart? I was like, dude, it's like a $10 plug. I'll just fix it. No big deal. So I've got to get a gray plug, but we're in here. Ashley's made dinner a few times and everything works. I can't complain. But the next thing is the furniture for the house. So she was really wanting a huge sectional for the living room. And we kind of talked about it, that it was going to enforce a hard corner when you walked in the front door that wouldn't really look too nice. So she ended up going around and she found some really nice furniture in Bowling Green for not a bad price. But she's got this blue and gray rug, and she's actually got another one that's on order for the foyer here, like a big runner. It's like 5 foot wide and something, I don't know. But she's got that on the works. And then, of course, our bedrooms are made. Our bathrooms are finished. So we are finally, quote unquote, moved in, minus stuff like this. We have to get a dresser. We have to get end tables in here. I've got to put a TV on the wall, which I'm hoping I at least get this TV on that wall today, because we finally got Cumberland Connect to come in. They wouldn't come in until we owned the house. And they wouldn't come in until like 10 days after we lived in the house. It was weird. They had to run the line from the pole. Then a whole nother crew comes out and runs the actual fiber optic into the house. But we got it. But in here, same thing. Bathroom's finished, other than your toilet paper racks and your paper towel holders and all that. But nothing we can't handle. But yeah, we're moved in. I mean, we've got a washer and dryer now, and we've got heat and air, and everything worked out. Obviously, in my last home video, I was a little stressed, as you could tell. Things just were super slow. Things were getting in our way. It was raining, it was snowing, whatever the case may be. Things were happening. And it really stressed me out to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm going to hang out with you guys and let you guys hang loose on the house video until we're moved in, because I was getting very stressed. But now here we are. I get to go put seed on half my property anyways and work on the car. I now have a garage of my own. And I don't know where he went, but Ashley also got a fur animal. So let's see if we can find this fur animal, shall we? There he is. Everybody, meet Oliver. Oliver showed up at Mom and Dad's. All right, you don't want to be on camera? Okay. Oliver, he showed up at Mom and Dad's about 2 weeks before we moved into the house, and extremely malnourished, ribs and everything. And Ashley really wanted to keep him, so got him neutered, got his front paws declawed. I know a lot of people don't like that. We checked. The place that did it the most humane way possible. They numbed him and everything. He could care less if it was done. He really could. But obviously he is fat and happy now, and a little nosy cat. He tries to get into everything. But Oliver's here to stay, I guess. Bye, dude. No? Okay. Anyways, guys, we have a cat. We got a house. We've got a garage that I get to call my own. Life is great. Now all I need is to put a building out back, which that's a whole nother story, right? All right, so see y'all in the next video. We're headed to NCM. Then we're headed to the fairgrounds in Lebanon for an actual points event. And like I said, the car's got a few goodies. See y'all after a while.